Bleach Rebirth of Souls is right around the corner with the release date of March 21st. And I'm here to tell you what you can expect from this game and hopefully help you make a decision if you're on the fence. Now, I haven't played the game, but the people at Bandai Namco were so nice to release hella videos over this time on their YouTube channel that we can use to compile information together and learn exactly what you're getting from this game on release. So, it's your boy Jay Budokai, and let's go ahead and tell you what to expect from Bleach Rebirth of Souls. In the system's overview trailer, they showed a brief moment of the title screen a couple of times. Today, that's going to be our guide to get through this. So there's going to be timestamps down at the bottom, so feel free to click around if you just want to learn about certain parts of this title screen. All right, so first things first, looking at this title screen, I just want to say it is gorgeous. It's kind of simple, but super cool at the same time with the change of colors and the characters when you go from mode to mode. I really like that. This adds a little depth to it. I just love when they put more art into the UI, like in the Atlas games and Persona. All right, so if we look at the type of the title screen, it says story. And under this section, we'll probably see a couple of options, which are going to be main and secret story. Now, the main story is pretty self-explanatory. It's just going to be the main story of the game where you experience battles from the show and the manga. Now, when it comes to this game mode, I'm expecting it to be kind of like the Naruto and Demon Slayer games, with the battles using the game systems, with some free roam moments happening and maybe some free roam battles, and then some pretty sick boss battles is what I'm really hoping for, because Naruto and I believe Demon Slayer knocked those out of the park. Now, I didn't get that far in the Demon Slayer story mode because I did play it on release, but I didn't play it as much as I wanted to, and I'm looking forward to going back and playing that game before that comes out, so stick around if you want to see that. But yeah, I'm thinking this story is going to have battles that are going to be something along those lines. But that's the main story mode. Next is going to be the secret story, which is probably going to be like 4 to 7 fights with each individual character in the match. So it'll be like Ichigo will have a couple of fights, Ruki will have a couple of fights, Renji will have a couple of fights. Sorry, it's the Persona brain again. But you know, you should expect a couple of fights with every character. Now, I don't know if every character will get a secret story, but I'm at least expecting most of them to have one. Now, there also is this side episode mode that's kind of in the story mode as well, and I'm expecting this to be where most of the free roam is. It looks like kind of a slice of life because it says that it's in between the battles, so I'm expecting a lot of character interactions and fleshing out how some of the characters talk and some personalities that we might have missed in the original series and stuff like that. So that could be cool for people that really love the characters, but I'm not expecting too many fights, but I'm here to be surprised. I love fights. Now let's get to the next game mode, offline. Offline is probably just going to be 1v1 on the same console, like you and your brother are both playing on the same screen. You and your sister, the homie comes over, y'all are chilling, playing on the same screen using 2 controllers. And then it might be 1v CPU, not might be, 1v CPU is most definitely going to be an option. And then CPU versus CPU is the only one I might say may not be there, but I won't be surprised if it is. Now, there's probably going to be some rules and some settings you can mess with, probably like maybe some tournament settings, maybe adjusting how much health you have and handicap stuff like that these games typically do have. So you can mess around with things like that and make it to your liking. Next is online, which is the mode a lot of people will probably spend most of their time in, which I'm probably going to be one of those people as well after running through the story mode, because I am actually new to Bleach. So I'm actually kind of excited to play the story mode in this game. I'm really looking forward to it. But one thing I do want to talk about in the story mode is online in the netcode. I really hope this game is going to have great netcode, because that's going to matter a lot, because we know a lot of anime games can be very laggy, so the online being stable can expect the game to help it live for a lot longer. You know, doing the stable online, the expectations of that are the expectations of players is the online to be great, and expectations of the developers, you have a great game and great online, your game is going to live for a little bit. So that's just one thing I wanted to get out, because I really hope these games have the good netcode, because that's going to matter a lot for a lot of players. But I am going to get into the modes that I think are going to be in this online, and it's probably going to be a casual mode / like a quick play kind of mode, ranked, and then lobbies with hopefully an okay spectator mode, to where at least we can watch people that are in the lobby. Maybe you can have at least 3 people in there, you know, 2 people fighting, 1 people watching, and then have that happen so we can run tournaments and have events and do little, you know, matches with each other if the game has the ability to do that. So I really think that's going to matter with the lifespan of this game, and it'd be really cool for that to be added on if it's not in the game on release. But I really wonder what they're going to do with the rank system as well. I also wonder if they're going to have it at the bottom to where everyone starts at 0 and you get your rank points and go up from there, or they're going to have it to where people will go against each other and get placed into a certain match with kind of like placements, and you don't start at the bottom. But I'm thinking that's what you're going to be able to expect from this online mode, and ranked will have some sort of numbering system to tell you how many points you have compared to everybody else. Next is going to be the tutorial, which is going to be, well, the tutorial. But I do recommend on doing the tutorial, because in games like this, you have the chance to show the mechanics that the game doesn't usually tell you about that often unless you play the tutorial. I can tell you right now that from experience, doing a tutorial shows you mechanics that you can do in the game that people forget to do or don't even know that you can do, and this can give you an advantage early in the game's lifespan against people online. So I recommend you do the tutorial, because you'll know more and you'll fully be able to understand the game with all of its systems at the end of the day. The store is next, which is where we spend our in-game currency, which gets us items to customize our online profiles, any items that can help us in battle. Now, when it comes to the items that can customize our profile with, it's like avatar pictures and profile banners and stuff that lets us show a little bit of player expression, which is always nice. I'm always a fan of player expression. Also, it does say there's items we can buy to help us in battle. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to use these items online, but I'm assuming it's probably at least going to be able to be used in the extra mode or in the story mode as well. Now, the only problem with that is, back to the online, is if these items can be used online, I feel like that's a slippery slope, because these items can really change the tide of the battle against certain people, to where maybe you need to have a certain item that can get kind of paywalled by in-game currency, so newer players won't be able to use that item. So when they go online, they feel like they're losing really hard because people have better items than them. So I really hope that's not the case when it comes into this game. And for another thing, just in case if people were wondering, the PlayStation Store and the Steam Store respectively will probably contain the character outfits and little cosmetics and the actual characters that come with the season pass and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to be in that little store page, but you know, it could be too. But that's why I just want to let you know, if you were thinking, where is that going to be at? It's going to be there. Next is the options, which are the options, you know, where you can go through and customize the difficulty of the game, which I'm gonna go ahead and try and play this game on the hardest difficulty for the story mode, because I feel like it will be fun with not ever watching a show and playing this game on the hardest difficulty. Maybe some characters give me some trouble and make me develop more relationship with these characters with a fun way to do the video game on a hard difficulty. So I feel like that would be really fun to do. Also, it is showing us that you can customize the way you fight in the inputs. There's a standard and advanced. It looks like standard seems to have auto combos that help you get down the way the game works. It looks like it might be like a square, 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 triangle, triangle, triangle type of deal, where 2 different auto combos you can get. And then it looks like not standard, but advanced lets you do the combos, but you have to push the buttons in yourself. So I don't know if it's going to be like a square, triangle, R1 square, back triangle, forward square type of thing, or if it's really just going to be like how Naruto, where it's hold up square, up square, up square, up square, down triangle maybe. So we'll see how in-depth the combos are once that game come out, but it makes me kind of excited for the combos, knowing that there's 2 ways to do inputs. But other than that, there's the sound, language, graphics options, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. And last is the extras game mode, which so far we know there's at least 1 game mode in there, which is the missions game mode, which seems to have 3 variant difficulties, and these will probably include different levels and special kind of fights with different kind of conditions for you to win. Maybe it will be like a survival where you have to beat 3 enemies back to back, and maybe the 3 enemies have like lower health than you, or maybe it'll be like fight a buffed up enemy that has like a dumb 1-hit kill move or crazy super armor, or maybe another mission where you got to start with low health and you have to beat a full health opponent coming back from the back foot and things like that. That would be really cool, and that'd be super exciting for the game to add stuff like that in, because I feel like with the difficulty and things like that, there could be some really hard challenges that community could have a problem with, and could add more community talk and just make the game more enjoyable. And they can add more over time, which could be like a whole event, which I think would be really cool. But that is going to be it for all of the game modes and what the game will have. At least that's all the information I saw and I gathered from this video that I felt like was worth being enough to where I could say something on it, to where I feel like I could get a good grasp on it either being this exactly or one of two things, so you could use that and be like, okay, I do enjoy one of those things, so maybe I will get this game, put some money aside, and then watch it when it comes out and see if it has exactly what you want, and you just go ahead and purchase it. Or you're like, this doesn't really sound like something I want, I'm not going to worry about putting money aside for it. But yeah, I really hope this video helped you come to some conclusions, or really just help you understand what exactly this game is all going to have, because that was kind of a problem I was having. I was like, I know this game's about to come out, but let me look up and talk about and see what exactly this game is going to all include. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. For those that are still around, I do appreciate you for watching and getting all the way to the end. It really does mean a lot. I do usually do videos like this where I talk about anime games, fighting games, and a little bit of roguelikes. But if you want to hang out with me or you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe down below. I'll most definitely be doing a lot more on this game, and a lot more videos will be coming to the channel kind of like this. So if you want to stick around, go ahead and drop a subscribe and get your little "I was here before he blew up" ticket. But yeah, that's gonna be it. See ya.